and some kind of nerding, geeking out on how to upgrade every personal meeting that I have. And this is something I've been like really, I loved exploring this the last months really, to a new level, to a new degree. And what I'm talking about is really like when I am with someone, or several people, like how can I really be even more honest about what I really want with those people or with that person in that moment. Like what am I longing for, but also what am I needing, and how can I find that specific biggest yes that also will create most connection. And I think I've been like daring to step more and more outside of what is more conventional and what is like the regular script that people follow on dates or on friend dates, even like how like the regular way of meeting someone new and building a relationship. One concrete example is someone that I had met in several group settings, and just a few weeks ago I met this person one-on-one for the first time, and I noticed actually that as we were having dinner and as we were conversing, I didn't really feel it, and I was like, oh, like, how can I end this? And instead, I was actually even more curious. Like, instead of like wanting to end this, I was curious, like, can I actually feel a yes here somewhere with this person in this moment? And it was very clearly more like non-verbal games and maybe a little bit more power dynamic games. So I just very plainly invited for it. I was like, I would love to shift or like change up the whole setting, and I'm going to ask you to step out of the door, and when you come in again, we do this game. And that worked really well, and that was definitely my yes. I felt alive again. And even though I'm not going to meet up again with that person one-on-one, I realized that there's just an excitement for me in like, okay, even if I feel a no, can I actually broaden my horizon and look at, is there somewhere a yes? And I'm not guaranteeing that there's always a yes, but it's just such a joy to find it when I felt that it wasn't there. But it's also like, how can I connect with people in a way that honors my needs? On one of my last Stockholm trips, where I went to offer private sessions and workshops, so I'm the whole day actually holding space and working, right? I'm doing this because I really love my work. But actually in the evening, I don't feel really the capacity to meet a friend or meet someone new, especially someone new, and like be in the whole getting to know each other, conversing, being attentive to someone else, being like attuning to someone else, because I've been doing that the whole day, right? So I was really like, I got this like check-in from someone, how I was doing and how the place where I was staying was working out, and I could feel like, oh, I would love to spend time together. I don't want to be alone tonight, but I don't just want to hang out with someone new. So I was very honest. I was very clear in my communication. I was like, I would love for you to come over. And just, it happened to be also that I didn't want a lot of words, a lot of talk. I said I would love to receive a massage on top of my clothes without expectation for it going anywhere, and with the freedom for me to guide you how I would like it. And if you would like to give that to me without the expectation to receive it back, can you come at that time? And it's just like, it was so special for me to feel how much connection there was in that moment. And I was so clear, so I felt safe within that setting. Like, it's okay to receive. Like, I asked it super clearly. And he really enjoyed it. And he was also a little maybe insecure, or really loved the guidance. And it was guiding, I mean, it sounds a little bit like, kinky, dominant, right? But it was super intimate, and I was really able to ask for slowing down and just laying together and super soft, slow touch. And like breathing together, and I'm sure this wouldn't work out with just anyone. Like, I had a good feeling about this person when I had been talking before, and he seemed very trustworthy and with a lot of integrity, and that was true, right? But it was such a celebration to just really take it in both hands and say, like, this is the kind of connection that I'm longing for right now, and it's not the conventional way of meeting someone. And there was so much more yes for both of us, and I've been seeing that person again and checking in about it. And I think what I get back anytime I do that is that there was a special connection. And I think that's true. I think that, when I really intentionally create the kind of, or invite, because I'm not the only one there, right? But when I intentionally invite for exactly what I long for, what fits my desires and my needs, and I check if the other person is also there, you are creating a special connection, because you are really listening to what is the spark with this person in this moment. And it's really cool. And I understand that, like, this asks a lot of, or at least for me, it asks courage, but also like a lot of curiosity to maybe connect with people that I usually wouldn't connect with. And maybe you're not so interested in that, or you don't feel so much like, oh, I want to do that. But it's so applicable to any meeting that you have. Like, recently I had a client who told me that she started dating someone, but anytime they spend time together, she needs 2 days of recovering, because she's not used to feel so much and to have so much intensity and physical contact, and she feels a little bit disoriented afterwards. And what I understood was also that she felt a bit alone in that. And I simply gave her the suggestion of like, what could you communicate to this person? What could you request to make this just easier for you and more sustainable? To have those dates that it fits with your daily life, and that it works for you on all levels. It could be as simple as, hey, can we now and then meet and do something more calm, or watch a movie together? Can we meet but not sleep over now? Hey, I noticed that I really enjoy our dates, and it's pretty intense for me. I feel really impacted, and that's like, I appreciate that. And also I want to take care of myself and like my emotional needs. Like, can we have a check-in the day after, or like whatever it is that would support her, for her to, like, that this would work better. And maybe she needs to find out what request actually will help her, So she might ask one thing and it's like, that doesn't really do it, and then the next time she can ask something else. So it's really, it's not only desires and playing with those, it's also needs. Like last week I slept over at a friend's place, and there was an openness from my side. Like there's an overall openness to this person to be a little bit more sensual, to explore a little bit touch and maybe gentle sexuality also. Gentle sexuality. Anyway. So I can feel that overall. And I had met a lot of people already that day, and I knew that I had to wake up in the morning and be ready to give a session. And it's just like honoring where I'm at. Like, actually, I need to integrate a little bit tonight. I can't. I mean, I can, but I don't really feel the space to have something new added, something new, exciting that will need even more integration afterwards. Like, I don't see that space right now. So I've been very clearly just saying that, like, I would love to sleep over and cuddle with you and just have the evening together. And if you actually, like, is that okay for you? Because otherwise I would love to just sleep in my own bed, and I don't feel the space for more. And in a way that is also caring and serving, like caring for and serving the connection with this person. Because if I would step over or look over those needs that I have, however subtle they can be and however long it took me to really get a sense of that, like, emotional capacity where I'm at there, it would serve our connection less if I actually step over those needs. It's more sustainable in the long term. So again, this is like finding my yes, but maybe in the downgrading of what actually happens. So I hope that this inspired you in some way, and I'm super curious if there's some way that you want to upgrade your upcoming meetings. Maybe you already know, maybe you feel it in a moment that this isn't really my full yes. What does enliven me? I wish you a beautiful Sunday evening.